From gangster to politician to even a slapstick comedic version of himself, Ajay Devgan has pretty much nailed all of them.
Do you know how old Aisha is?
Good night.
Hello guys, welcome to Filmanter, and for today's list, we'll be taking a look at some of the best films starring Ajay Devgan, an actor who, unlike most of his contemporaries, has never really seen a particularly low period in his illustrious 100-film-old career so far. Before we begin though, please make sure to subscribe to Filmanter if you haven't already, and press the bell icon to never miss an update. With that out of the way, this is Amir, and here are top 10 best Ajay Devgan movies. Number 10, Yuva.
FIR फाइल कीजिएगा. मैंने पेन देना.
बामन गाची के गोपाल सिंह का घर बर्बाद कर दिया.
किसने किया? तुम्हें मालूम है? हाँ, पता है.
This 2004 political thriller followed the lives of three young men from completely different strata of society and how an incident on a fateful day on Calcutta's Howrah Bridge changes their lives forever. Director Mani Ratnam uses hyperlink format to knit the narrative between each of these men's lives, effectively creating a contrast that makes the screenplay all the more enjoyable. The ambitious movie that revolved around the younger lot finally taking the initiative to enter politics boasted of a very intriguing star cast on paper, with Devgan and Vivek Oberoi playing leaders of a local student organization and Abhishek Bachchan being a ruthless political goon tasked with eliminating various members of the uprising. Yuva, which was made simultaneously in Tamil under the name Aitha Izuthu, is widely considered to be a movie well ahead of its time in terms of its content that audience at that time weren't able to fully relate to, and its narrative structure, which was loosely inspired by Akira Kurosawa's 1950 classic Rashomon. The soundtrack by A.R. Rahman and cinematography by Ravi Chandran were just a few things that worked brilliantly for Yuva, but it was Bachchan as the antagonist Lallan Singh who ended up stealing a lot of thunder. Number 9, Golmaal.
मैं नहीं दूंगा. बड़ी मेहनत करके खेती बाड़ी करके मैंने ये पैसे कमाए हैं अपनी बहन की पढ़ाई के लिए. मैं क्यों दूं?
Four runaway crooks take refuge from a loan shark in a house owned by a blind couple and get mistakenly identified as the couple's only grandson from the US. Rohit Shetty's second directorial did the unthinkable. It presented Devgan in a light anyone in their right mind couldn't have envisioned prior to this film: comedy. And that's because prior to Golmaal, Devgan had always maintained this serious side of himself on screen, be it in his thrillers or even his romantic outings. Starring alongside Arshad Varsi, Sharman Joshi, Tushar Kapoor, and Paresh Rawal, the original Golmaal not only hails as the best of the four-part franchise so far, but also as the best Rohit Shetty film to this day, as the director has directly or indirectly just rehashed things from Golmaal in most of his outings ever since. Golmaal was a wacky madcap comedy that featured extremely unique characters both in the lead and the ones in support, and chuckle-worthy dialogues, especially when mixed with Arshad Varsi's phenomenal timing. It was a rare occurrence where even the underwhelming Tushar Kapoor made a huge mark in what has gone on to become his only graceful performance. While Shetty and Devgan had worked in Shetty's first film as well, Golmaal is widely considered to be the movie that brought the duo's work together to mainstream attention, paving way for the blockbusters that followed. Number 8, Once Upon a Time in Mumbai.
और धंधे के लिए मुझे जमीन की जरूरत नहीं. समुंदर है ना मेरे पास.
The 2010s brought Ajay Devgan back to his cinematic roots of sorts, with the decade starting off for him in the genre he had made a name for himself in over the previous decade, the crime thriller ones. The gangster flick was a parallel contrast of the lives of two smugglers, one who rose to power in the 1970s Mumbai and the other being his protege, a young outlaw trying to bring about a drastic change in the Mumbai underworld scene. The Milan Luthria directorial, although partially fictionalized, was heavily based on the real-life accounts of India's most notorious gangsters Haji Mastan Mirza, played by Devgan as Sultan Mirza, and Daud Ibrahim, played by Imran Hashmi as Shoaib Khan. The movie also featured Kangana Ranaut as actress Rehana and Randeep Hooda as ACP Agnel Wilson, both believed to be based on actress Madhubala and officer Julio Robiero respectively. What worked for the film was that unlike almost all of the crime thrillers before it, Once Upon a Time in Mumbai chose to take a character-focused take on the underworld, doubling down on the political complexities, power hierarchies, and strategic alliances rather than becoming yet another self-indulgent affair marred with guns and gore. Its dramatic magnitude, along with the stunning art direction, are just a few reasons why you should watch this movie other than the spectacular performances by its two leads. Number 7. Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam.
वो मेरी नहीं.
For all that Ajay Devgan has done in his career so far, memorable romantic dramas are surprisingly few and far in between, only with an exception: this 1999 Sanjay Leela Bhansali directorial. The lavishly designed movie that followed Nandini's dichotomy to choose between Sameer, who taught her how to love, and Vanraj, who taught her how to fulfill promises, was a 3-hour spectacular stuffed with songs, romance, comedy, breathtaking visuals, color-soaked dance numbers, and rich set designs that the director has since become synonymous with. It was one of the few Sanjay Leela Bhansali epics that focused on substance as much as it did on style, with Aishwarya Rai appearing in her career's breakthrough role and the movie going on to receive numerous domestic and international awards, including 4 national awards. Through its innocent protagonist, Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam depicted the difference between passion and compassion, as Nandini kept contemplating her decision to get married to Vanraj, leading to her husband setting out on a quest to find the heartbroken Sameer to reunite the lovers. Ajay Devgan's soulful and selfless take on Vanraj was also a point of celebration in this 1999 extravaganza.
भगवान बनने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं.
Number 6. Drishyam.
जो कि पूरी जिंदगी बर्बाद हो जाती.
मुझे बहुत डर लग रहा है.
The 2015 remake of the 2013 Malayalam suspense thriller by the same name, Drishyam's power wasn't that it was a murder mystery, but actually a tale of survival packaged around a nail-biting screenplay. We're already told that something dark did take place on a fateful night by the Salgaonkar family. What we actually see in the movie is a regular family man trying desperately to save his family from justice, and an equally desperate mother trying to find her lost son. And she happens to be a police inspector as well. The Nishikant Kamath directorial starts off rather slowly, building a pattern in Vijay's everyday life and luring the viewers into a false sense of security, only to go all apeshit crazy when the time comes. The precise detailing with which characters plot their every next move in Drishyam is almost flawless storytelling, and viewers are left to decide which sides are they on. With absolute powerhouse performances by its lead in Ajay Devgan and Tabu, and support lended by actors like Shriya Saran, Ishita Datta, Kamlesh Sawant, and even Mrunal Jadhav, Drishyam was an unexpected treat for the watchers at that time. Number 5. Ganga Jal.
मेरी समझ में ये नहीं आता कि कैसे पिछले 7 सालों में तुम्हारा ट्रांसफर इस जिले के बाहर हुआ ही नहीं.
Spoiler alert, there's gonna be a lot of crime thrillers in the top 5, and 2003's Ganga Jal is no exception. The first of Prakash Jha and Ajay Devgan collaborations, hails as the duo's best work to date, while some even call it the finest socio-political movie in Jha's entire filmography. Ganga Jal follows the predicament of an upright cop who takes on a degenerate system in a notorious district of Bihar called Tejpur. The high-ranking superintendent Amit Kumar takes it upon himself to clean up the system and is naturally faced with stiff resistance both from within the department and outside because of the lawless state the district is in, thanks largely due to the Yadavs, a political father-son duo having connections deep inside the police force. Ganga Jal referenced the real-life 1980s Bhagalpur blindings when 30 custodied under trials were blinded using acid by policemen, hence the symbolic name of Ganga Jal. What follows is a chaotic plot that manages to stick to realism even when things start getting out of hand. And while Ganga Jal didn't really have anything new to tell, it was refreshing to see a movie stay within its realistic boundaries rather than go all Singham by the end.
हमको अरेस्ट करोगे एसपी.
Number 4. Omkara.
कसूर है मेरा जो तुझे बाहुबली बना बैठा.
The second in Vishal Bhardwaj's Shakespeare trilogy, was an Indian take on Othello and starred an ensemble cast of Devgan alongside Kareena Kapoor, Saif Ali Khan, Konkona Sen Sharma, Vivek Oberoi, Deepak Dobriyal, Nasiruddin Shah, and Bipasha Basu. Although set in rural Uttar Pradesh, the core idea of Omkara mirrored that of the original, which dealt with love, morality, and deception. Crafted with hauntingly real locations, authentic dialogues, and roundly natural characters, Omkara was not only cited among the 10 must-watch Indian titles by The National, but also garnered immense international acclaim for its direction, music, screenplay, cinematography, and Saif's performance in particular as the conniving Langda Tyagi, based on the antagonist Iago from the original play. Without talking much about the highly publicized story itself, we can assure you that now, even 15 years after its release, Omkara is still the kind of film that can send shivers down one's spine when watching it again. The masterpiece that nails the art of adapted screenplay, combined with a rural Indian flair to it, should really be a must-watch for the younger lot, or those getting into Hindi films now or later on.
बड़ी लकड़ी मत ठा कप्तान, क्या चाहिए बोल.
Number 3. The Legend of Bhagat Singh.
And the jail is governed by law, and the law is same for everybody, sir.
The 2002 Rajkumar Santoshi biographical period drama told the struggle of the infamous freedom fighters during the British Raj in India, particularly focusing on Bhagat Singh. The film chronicles Singh's life from his childhood, where he witnessed the Jallianwala Bagh massacre until the day he was hanged to death in 1931. The film that starred Devgan in the titular role alongside Sushant Singh as Sukhdev Thapar, D. Santosh as Rajguru, and Akhilendra Mishra as Chandrasekhar Azad in the lead, referenced many significant events in the revolutionaries' lives, including the 63-day-long imprisoned hunger strike and the protest against the Simon Commission in 1929. Along with the performances by Devgan and Sushant Singh specifically, it was A.R. Rahman's music that garnered most of the praise nationally, both for his uplifting background score and the inclusion of soundtracks like Mera Rang De Basanti Chola and Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna. The Legend of Bhagat Singh, while grossing average on the box office, went on to win 2 national awards, among which was Devgan's only second national award, who was cited in 2014 as saying that the 2002 biographical was one of his career's 2 best movies according to the actor himself.
अगर आपको लगे कि यार ये तो मुझे करनी है, वो लेजेंड ऑफ भगत सिंह थी, वो जख्म थी, ऐसी फिल्में.
Number 2. Company. 2002 was a particularly special year for Devgan. Before coming out with his nationalistic Bhagat Singh in June, the actor appeared in the second of Ram Gopal Verma's gangster trilogy that started with 1998's highly acclaimed Satya. Company followed Chandu, an enforcer of a gangster named Malik, with whom he forms a relationship that eventually falls apart after tension arises between them. The storyline was heavily inspired by the real-life rapport between gangster Daud Ibrahim and his close aide turned nemesis Chota Rajan, only this time, unlike in Once Upon a Time in Mumbai, it was Devgan himself essaying his portrayal of Ibrahim as Malik and Vivek Oberoi channeling Chandu in his immediately star-making debut. Company, which at times even felt like a well-made documentary due to the abundance of research that went into it, was a fast-paced movie anchored by brilliant performances by Manisha Koirala, Mohan Lal, Vijay Raz, Antara Mali, and many more aside from its 2 leads. And as for the movie itself, as Raja Sen wrote it in his review, the finely plotted duel between 2 gangsters left us battered, bruised, and craving more. And number 1, Zakhm. Ajay Devgan calls The Legend of Bhagat Singh one of the 2 best films of his career, the other being Zakhm, and we can't agree more. The 1998 Mahesh Bhatt social drama was at heart a story of a mother and her son, told over 2 parallel timelines against the backdrop of communal riots between Hindus and Muslims. The timeless nature of Mahesh Bhatt's masterpiece is both commendable and depressing at the same time. Commendable because the film packs the still relevant larger social issue into an emotional family drama. and depressing because religious discrimination is still a relevant thing over 2 decades since the movie released. Zakhm was Mahesh Bhatt's autobiography, after which the director retired from filmmaking until his return 2 decades later. The movie featured stellar performances, most notably by an earnest Pooja Bhatt, Kunal Khemu as her son Ajay in what is arguably one of the best child performances ever, and Devgan himself as the aged Ajay trying to fulfill his mother's dying wish that got the actor his first ever prolific national award. The film that won the Nargis Dutt Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration was a true turning point in Devgan's career, as it summoned a new face for the actor to justifiably play a range of roles he ended up playing after it, rather than the formulaic Bollywood characters he had been playing before Zakhm. And there you have it, guys, top 10 best Ajay Devgan movies.
अब विश्वास हुआ कि मैं अंधा हूँ?
Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. It motivates us to keep creating content like this. With that out of the way, have a safe week ahead. This is Amir, and I will see you soon.